This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by trainer Dominic Ingle out here in Miami. Dominic, how are you?
I'm very good. We're in the Miami sunshine. It's a great day, and we're just days away from a world title fight, so everything's good.
Certainly are. How has this camp gone for Liam? And compare it to your time working together. What's impressed you the most?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic camp. He's been in camp for a long, long time, obviously all the way through the lockdown. He boxed in September. And, we've been together 2.5 years now. It's worked well. I've got to know him inside out, all the things that will make him tick, all the things he needs to do. So he's in a great place. We've got him back to a world title fight again. He's up against Demetrius Andrade, a tricky fighter. So we've took that into account. We've done the training camp to suit, and we've had some fantastic sparring, big southpaw guys, awkward, skillful, tricky. So he knows what to expect when he gets in that ring. I don't think, Liam's going to be puzzled by Andrade. He's a very good boxer, but Liam brings pressure, and the time that Andrade likes to have to think to get his moves off, he's not going to have time to think.
We're used to seeing Liam being very aggressive, very kind of come forwards when we've watched him box. Is that just kind of what we should expect to see from him on Saturday?
I think you've got to go back to the fight against Mark Efron when everybody expected a punch-up and everybody was, surprised that Liam could stand back and box. Liam Williams can box. The easiest thing for him to do is just to go and have a tear-up. It's actually difficult to stand back and think about what you're doing, but he can do it, he can box. You've heard Andrade's dad there saying he thinks Liam's one-dimensional. Well, he can be one-dimensional if he wants to be that way and it's working. But it's not, particularly true, and that just shows me that they haven't watched a lot of Liam. They've watched bits and bats, and you've also got to take into consideration that, the common opponent, Atlantis Fox, the job that Liam did on him compared to Andrade. And look, Andrade's 33 years old, and I can remember watching him box against Brian Rose, and for me, he hasn't made great improvements, to be honest. He's not really capitalised on the ability that he's had, and that suggests to me that he's a lazy fighter. I look at him today at the weigh-in. He doesn't look dried out. He doesn't look like he's near the weight yet. He looks very soft. So, he came down the other night to do a workout, getting his weight off. So he's going to crash the weight off. We've got him worked out. It's not going to be an easy fight for Liam, but he's in a fantastic place. He's got great fitness. He's got a great engine, and we know what to expect. We know it's not going to be an easy fight. So, we're up against it, but Liam's 100% confident he can beat him.
Do you think Liam got under Demetrius' skin at all today? He was quite calm up until those last couple of minutes at a press conference. What did you make of it? I
don't think you get under Demetrius' skin because he's been here before. Don't forget he's been around the world in the amateurs and the pros. So he's not. Look, it's a bit of showmanship at the end of the day. But he likes to finish off. He likes to have the last comment. You've seen him as he's come out here, and he's shouting back down the hallway at Liam, to get the last word in. And that's what he likes to do. He likes to feel that he's on top verbally. But it doesn't matter to Liam. Look, Liam comes from Wales. Fun for him was as a teenager Saturday night going down, into the town centre and having a scrap with fully grown men. He's well used to having a fight with anybody. He's fearless. He's not scared of getting hit. He's not scared of hitting people, and that's why it's not going to work for Demetrius trying to, for Liam to get under his skin or for him to get under Liam's. It's not going to work to get under Liam's skin. We know what to expect and we know what his game is. So it's not going to unsettle Liam whatsoever.
Liam coming out here as the away fighter, do you have any concerns if he was to go to the cards?
No, look, it is what it is. You can't, you go to Britain and the cards can go against you. You can't really think about that. He's not going to go out there and change his game plan just to make sure that he doesn't go to the cards because he's well capable of beating Andrade on points. He's well capable. But, he's more chance of stopping him because he can punch and he's got bad intentions. So, the result is what it is. The thing is we can't leave anything to chance. He's got to go in there, stick to the game plan and get the win.
How much of a benefit will your past knowledge of Demetrius from when you used to prepare Billy Joe for that fight be for Liam?
Look, like I said before, he's a southpaw. Demetrius is a southpaw. Billy was a southpaw, and the thing with Billy's the master of psych, and he really, really got under Demetrius' skin. And I believe if that fight had gone ahead, Billy Joe Saunders would have exposed him because I think Billy Joe Saunders is a better fighter than Demetrius Andrade. And luckily, instead he got an old fella who was 35 years old or whatever he was at the time, 33, and he beat him. Since then, when you think about how he's boxed, he's never boxed anybody under the age of 30. He's boxed people 31, 32, 33, whatever. It's a different ballgame when you're 33 and you're boxing younger guys. You haven't got the same engine and determination as them. Liam Williams is a quality kid. Look at the wins he's had. The guys he's supposed to have stopped in 1 and 2 rounds, he has. Like I say, and the common opponent, Atlanta's Fox. That's the marker. Fox got back into position, got himself back into the world title eliminator against Liam. 6'4", whatever, in the size of him. And Liam soon chopped him down, and afterwards he said he'd never been with anybody as tough as Liam. And he had a talk with Liam about Demetrius, what his strengths and weaknesses were, and he honestly believed that Liam was going to beat him too. So, that's where we are, and that gives you confidence as a fighter, because, like I say, it shows you what you can do. Liam Williams believes in himself. That's the thing. He's not a weak-minded fella. He's very, very confident in what he can do. And like I said from the off, the one thing about him, he's got the X factor. He's a bit of a loony. They're talking. We heard Demetrius's dad saying that he's never seen, the best. We're yet to see the best of Demetrius Andrade. And usually when people say that, they never do see the best, because they're not going to show the best, because they haven't got the best. They never seem to pull the best out. So, and that's for a reason, because they just do enough to win. They never push themselves too much. And I believe Liam Williams is going to push Demetrius Andrade on Saturday night.
Final thing, Andrade has spoken about what could be next for him. He's talked about Charlo Golovkin. Have you guys thought what could be next for Liam if he's successful on Saturday?
The thing we never try to do is go past, look past the goalpost. And the goalpost is Demetrius Andrade on Saturday night. I think it'd be foolish to do that. There's probably lots of fights we'd like to have. I remember when Billy Joe Saunders beat Lemieux, and we started thinking, what's going to happen after this fight? Only afterwards, and those fights he wanted to fight the likes of Canelo and Golovkin, but here we are 4 years later, and Billy Joe Saunders is finally going to fight Canelo, when he was looking to fight him straight after the Lemieux fight. So you can never hope what's going to come next. You just get rid of the guy in front of you and then see what's coming next.
Right, Dominic, I appreciate your time, sir. I'll leave you now to draw the rest of it. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Always a pleasure, Andy.